Rams are in the tunnel, about to come out tonight. It is going to be tough for them, Leon, isn't it? Given that they've been relegated, confidence will be hit, their pride will be hurt, but as we said, the comeback starts now.
Yeah, as we were saying before on air, that it's all about personal pride in your performance. You want to go out there, you want to show the cameras that you're worthy of being in the team. You want to show your new coach that you're worthy of being on that field, and hopefully some of the guys who are not in contract for next season will be playing for a contract. But ultimately, you've got to get out there and perform. And, you know, rugby league is a game that we all enjoy and love playing, so get out there and perform to the best of your abilities.
And Craig Lingard will be looking for a victory. 3 successive defeats for the Bulldogs. Can they get back to winning ways here? They're looking for the treble over their nearest and dearest rivals. Currently in their change strip, the red, yellow, black of the Rams. Dale Ferguson making an all too rare appearance, just a 4th appearance of the season for him. Let's have a look at the two teams then. Paul Sykes, 41 years old, makes his 150th Dewsbury Rams appearance. He's partnered at half-back by Jake Sweeting. Jimmy Beckett celebrates his 23rd birthday. He starts in the front row. And the Huddersfield Loneys, Aidan McGowan, Robson Stevens and John Luke Kirby will look to add to their championship experience. What about the Batley Bulldogs then? 3 losses in a row for them. White and Gilmore at half-back again. Luke Hooley at full-back's been attracting the Super League club's attention. George Senior also celebrates the birthday today. He partners Kieran Buchanan in the centres. And Manning and Walshaw, an experienced back row duo. We're about to get underway. Fair to say the pitch in much better condition than last time we were here on Premier Sports. As the players will have the 13 seconds ahead of kick-off. Just to reiterate the fact, there is no room for racism or discrimination in any walk of life, and certainly not on the rugby league field. Raucous crowd underneath us here. Local pride at stake. We get underway then. As the ball kicked and it just wobbled as it's caught by Gilmore. And Batley will look to get off to a positive start as they go from right to left. Interesting how they approach this one, given that they are on the back of 3 successive defeats. Good run from Brown, plenty of experience for him. And the Batley fans are in good voice. They've got the playoffs to look forward to. Might be their last trip in a competitive match here for a while, so they're going to enjoy their night out. As the Bulldogs work it down the far side, Walshaw carries over the halfway line. He's wrapped up, former Dewsbury Rams man. But they're already over the halfway line, the Bulldogs here. Ball swings in field, they'll move it across. Here goes Brown again. Can't get the pass away this time, last one. And they're going to go now with the high kick. A tester at the back for McGowan. Catches it on the full, going to have to bring it forward. Pretty decent first upset. Yeah, good set, wasn't it, from the Batley Bulldogs? And you mentioned it, Mark, off the back of 3 successive defeats, how they're going to be. That was a really good start, wasn't it? Good kick at the end of it from White, and they've trapped Dewsbury inside their own 20 on play 2. So really, really nice start from the Bulldogs. Looking to work out of their own 20-metre area are the Rams now. But the Bulldogs are aiming up. And the tackle made Manning. They'll be busy as ever. They're keeping it short and simple at the moment, the Rams, and they're working their way up to the 40-metre line. There's Butterworth in at dummy half, gets the ball away. Here's Ferguson. Oh, we know he can play, and he slips the offload away. And that hasn't helped Dewsbury, having a player like Ferguson. He's only played 4 games this year, and he's such a talent at this level, isn't he? Yeah, and they're the players, the experienced players that you look to. Liam Finn will look to lead this team around the fields, and he started off fantastically well so far with a great carry and a great offload. Johnny Campbell, 5 tries for him against the Rams this season, including 4 at the Bash. He was sent off last time we saw him on Premier Sports, as Morton, the former Rams player, tried to wind his way around the defence, but he's wrapped up far side. Good defence from Sykes. The Bulldogs working their way downfield. Bradford, and then a trip to Lee on the last day of the season for the Bulldogs, so their hopes of a home playoff are slim at the moment, but a win here would get them back in the box seat. There's a tackle made just over the halfway line. The Bulldogs with Gilmore have it. Gilmore will get in there and gets it back, and it's White who goes high. They're testing out the young fullback, but again, he's up to the task. A nice little sidestep as well. Well, he's been asked 2 questions. He's come up with 2 answers.
Yeah, he started off really, really well. A player that's on loan from Huddersfield Giants, got a big future in the game, but he started off real well. 2 good catches, some good yards after his sidestep as well. Good start for the young man.
Ball on the 25. Here come the Rams. Lively start. Centre of the field. Butterworth wants a quick play of the ball. He's not going to get one. They'll work it across here. And forward they take it with Ben Matthew. Scored it for the Rams at the Bash. And they're working it down the short side. Nice miss-out pass down the touchline they go. And the ball back on the inside. And Sweeting is going to score. Lovely play down the short side from the Dewsbury Rams. And they draw first blood. Lovely break, ball back on the inside, and Sweeting's over for his first Dewsbury try.
Yeah, it's a super pass from a player that you identified before the game. It's Paul Sykes who goes to the line, the old campaigner, the old stager, throws it across the centre to the winger who goes scorching down the sideline. It's a wonderful pass from Paul Sykes. Absolutely on the money, and then Sweeting, as any good halfback does do, Leon, you'll know much more about that than me, but just continues up the field, doesn't it? It's a great pass, isn't it, on the outside from Paul Sykes. Adam Ryder down the sideline, back inside to Sweeting. What a start for the Rams, great start.
And it's the key players that you want to see involved there. Sykes with the first play, Sweeting backing up as well, like you say, Paul, all good halfbacks should do. With key players involved at vital times. Great start for Dewsbury.
Yeah, and any thoughts that Batley had they were going to get an easy night here? Well, that's just the start the Rams wanted. Coming off that win at Workington last week. Can Sykes add the extras? Over 500 career games for him. 41 years old. Can he add the extras? He's done this a few times in his career. Can he add the 2 points? Yes, he can. 41 years old, Cookie.
Yeah, he's the same age as me. I grew up through the systems with him. He looks like he can still play, and I look like I can just stand up here or eat something from the burger van. But super play from Paul Sykes. He plays so straight. From a coach's point of view, that's everything you want. He just plays so direct into the line. Creates numbers on the outside. It's a great pass to Adam Ryder, who finds Sweeting back on the inside, and Craig Lingard's got a bit of thinking to do.
Certainly has. The kick-off is deep, caught on the try line and brought forward as Manning and Buchanan make the tackle. That's a good aggressive bit of defence. Brown joining in as well. Reece Butterworth, who was at Bradford and at the Huddersfield Giants. And they'll work their way forward, and Dewsbury want to build on that early start. And we heard from the Batley fans earlier. We're hearing from the Dewsbury contingent now as they move it along the back line, and McGowan again proving elusive. He's up to the 40-metre line. Ball now coming up the middle, carried forward again. Good carry from Matthew. He started well. They're on the halfway line again. This time they come centre field. Pop the ball up to Ferguson, who is tackled by 3. Last one. Butterworth goes to Sykes. Sykes is going to put this high. Kicks back across the field, though. Campbell is across, and he's dropped it.
Offside.
And that's offside. So, well, that was a testing kick.
Well, another thing Leon mentioned pre-game about how difficult them kicks from Sykes are. He spirals the bomb, and when it goes up, I felt like interrupting Mark and saying good luck to whoever's underneath that, and I didn't feel like Johnny Campbell was ever going to get there or catch it. He got there, drops the football. Luke Hooley in front. It's going to be an 8-point start. Oh no, they're going to tap it.
They're going to run it, the Rams. They're not kicking goals, they want tries.
Not die wondering tonight.
Yeah, the tackle made a couple of metres out from the line. Butterworth waits just to the right, a set restart, really slow play of the ball. So they'll get another set from here as they'll move the ball across now. Here's Sykes, gets it away. McGowan into the line, is wrapped up 9 out. Dewsbury looking to make it back-to-back scores here as Matthew carries it. Head rock back in the tackle, but he kept on pumping the legs. Options either way. They're going left though again here. Sykes with a short pass. They're trying to barge their way over, but the ball's on the ground and just a little bit too tight there.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much. It's a little bit of a shoulder ball play, and it's McGowan that comes from the inside to the outside hidden, but that time the defence stood up well to it. If you see Sykes there, just goes double pump. McGowan on the inside. Just too much defence there. Read the play really, really well. Good defence from Batley.
There was no room there. So a scrum, head and feet to Batley, and they will want to hit some form, won't they, going into the play? They're guaranteed to be in the playoffs, but they want some kind of form going in there.
You can't just rock up, Mark, to big games and expect to perform, and they're going to be behind the 8 ball with an away playoff game should they not win the next couple, or at least a couple of the next 3. So Batley have got some work to do, hitting poor form at the wrong time of the season for them.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier on. I think that game with 3 games in 8 days has just knocked them a little bit, and they maybe are recovering from that as they'll go forward. Ball slipped in the tackle, and they'll carry it up towards the halfway line. The Bulldogs looking for a response then, 6 points behind early on here. And now Brown gets it away, moves the ball along. They're going to move it out wide. Here's Walshaw. Walshaw gets the bumpers up, puts one on the ground. He's wrapped up 25 out, last one. Bulldogs looking for a decent kick to end off this set. Kick pressure is on though. They're going to have to try and move it along the line, and this is good from Dewsbury. Very good from Dewsbury, but can Batley keep it alive? No, they can't. That was great kick pressure.
Fantastic kick pressure. We stayed in there until the play was dead. Batley were trying to shift the ball, just couldn't find that last play. It's a great place to turn the ball over for Dewsbury. It's a good result for hard-working defence.
Certainly is. Ball coming forward with Dewsbury. And they've started really well here. An offload as well. And here's Butterworth now. Gets it out on this near side.
It's a great carry from Graham. 6, 7, 8 metres post contact.
Yeah, he's doing all right. Brad Graham, the former cast man. Butterworth pops it up. It's taken forward again. Matthew finds his front, wants a quick play of the ball. The Rams on a bit of a roll here. Butterworth gets it away to Ferguson, finds Sykes, ball back on the angle. Brought in field, tackle is made. Well, they're back within striking distance here, Dewsbury. What can they do? They move it to Beckett. He's wrapped up 10 away. Last one. Lewis Carr's calling for it on this near side, but they're going down the short side again. No, they're not. Butterworth's going, and Butterworth's going to get there. Outstanding bit of skill. What a bit of talent that was. The sidestep exposed the Batley defence, and Rhys Butterworth is over. 4th try of the season for him. That was all about the individual skill.
Fantastic piece of skill from Butterworth. If you see him, just plays with his eyes up. He sees that the first marker's over chasing. The first marker goes too far past the ball, and then the second marker doesn't fill in, uses his footwork, speed, vision, guile to get to the try line. First marker goes too far, and then it's just about his left foot step, goes through 2 to finish. Fantastic piece of individual brilliance from Rhys Butterworth. Fantastic try. Paul.
Yeah, absolutely sensational, wasn't it? He's just seen that the marker's over chased, and he showed him his inside shoulder, and it's fantastic play from Butterworth, isn't it? It's a fantastic try. He's a little bit of footwork at the end of it, beats Luke Hooley, all ends up, and you won't want to see that again. The first marker, nor will Luke Hooley. It's poor play from the Bulldogs again defensively, but take nothing away from the dummy half. Rhys Butterworth, what a great try that was.
Sykes from right in front to make it 12 points to 0. And the kick is a good one. Magnificent start for the Dewsbury Rams. Rhys Butterworth there, clearly a bright talent.
Yeah, and as you see, the first marker goes, but if the first marker goes so far, the second marker's got to make the tackle. They were both asleep at marker. Rhys Butterworth with a fantastic finish. Beats another 2 players to get over the line. It's a great try.
He was in the Bradford Academy, wasn't he? Made the move to Huddersfield, didn't really work out for him. Now he's in the Championship. And we have got a game on here. And I'm sure the fans of Barrow and Halifax and York will be looking on. Craig Lingard, I hope he's got plenty of ink in that pen. He might need to make a few notes tonight. Rams bringing it forward.
He's been good so far, Ferguson. We heard Liam Finn talk about looking at his senior players to stand up tonight, and he's really standing up at the moment. Big carries.
Yeah, he is indeed. Such a talent. He's been blighted, really, hasn't he, by injuries latterly in his career, but no doubting when he's on the field, he's an asset, whatever level he's playing at. Here now come the Rams again. Ball turned back on the angle. Greensmith was trying to power his way up the middle. Last one. Butterworth now gets it away, and they're just going to fire the kick downfield. Hooley picks it up on the first bounce, positioned himself well. What can he do with the ball coming back? Well, the Rams' chase is a decent one, not a bad set.
Well, all they're doing right now is they're winning the areas which require no talent, the Dewsbury Rams. The leg drive after contact, their aggressive carries into contact, and right now Batley can't handle that.
Ball coming forward with the Bulldogs. Looking for a response here. 13 and a half on the clock as Campbell comes in off the wing. And the ball now, Burton in at dummy half. No leak, no K at the moment for Batley, and that's hurting them. It's Burton, the former Leeds Academy man. He's in at dummy half. He finds Gilmore. Gilmore goes high. This is a tester for the youngster at the back, but again he's up to it. He knew what was coming and he stood his ground.
Yeah, it's a super catch again, isn't it? That's three they've put up, and if they're wanting him to drop one and put him under more pressure, they're not getting any joy whatsoever. Maybe time now to put the ball on the floor and have it bobbling around, because the young man at the back's handling everything in the air perfectly.
Yeah, 20 years old, Aidan McGowan. It's his fifth start for the Rams.
He's a player that I've had eyes on a long time. He came through the system at Huddersfield at the same team, same academy team as my son, so I've watched him many a times, and he's a player with great potential.
He's indeed. There's a trio of them here from Huddersfield. Robson Stevens and John Luke Kirby on the bench. Last one for the Rams. Going down the short side again. Sykes is going high again. This is going to land. No, it's not. It's going to be caught on the full by McGowan. And he was just too quick for his teammates. They couldn't get around him, could they?
Yeah, but he just looked for that offloader, but that catch is so difficult to take. I mean, that's a high spiral floater. He's managed to catch it over his shoulder, but nobody was near him, as you said, Mark. If he could have just got the offloader away, it was a dead cert try, but what a catch.
How quick was he? How blinked and he's got there.
It's like Roadrunner.
Absolutely.
What a catch that was. You could see that Hooley had no intention of going for it as Campbell breaks through a tackle. Well, positive signs for the Rams, no mistake about that. White carries it. Can the Bulldogs hit them back here and just give them something to think about? Ball now going forward. Here goes Gledhill. Closing in on 200 appearances for the Bulldogs. Loyal servant to the club as well. Ball now here with Brown. Brown plays at the line. Nice hands. They're trying to get Manning through. They had Hooley out the back. They went to Manning. Tackle made 5 away. This is the last one. Going to play the ball now. They're going to go down the short side, trying to power their way over. Burton thinks he's got in here, but he's been held up. So Dewsbury's defence is tested, and it comes up with a good play.
Yeah, it's the first time that Batley have had a sniff, isn't it, of the try line of Dewsbury, and dummy half goes there and did really well to hold him up. They're going to get a 10-metre start because they've held him up over the line. So great defence from the Rams.
Like Paul said earlier, Leon, sometimes it is just about effort, isn't it, and having a go, and Dewsbury at the moment are doing that.
Well, if we knew nothing about these two teams and where they were in the league table, I'd say Dewsbury look like a team that are looking to go into the playoffs and trying to find some form and not being relegated. So, yeah, it is about effort and how much you want and how much desire you've got in playing and performing.
Yeah, good carry there. Forward go the Rams, and Butterworth's on his bike again. He had again. McCowan was in support. Didn't get the ball away on this occasion.
They're playing at a different speed at the minute to the Bulldogs. They're playing at a different speed. They're so much quicker, and they're controlling the tempo of the ruck when they haven't got the football, the Rams.
He started well as well. Ben Matthew has been pushing the defence back.
Son of Jamie Matthew, ex-Leeds Rhinos.
Yeah.
Played against his dad.
High kick again, a tester at the back, this time Hooley underneath it. McGowan is there again. Ball
Zero tackle.
Back to one.
Picked up, and that is going to be a knock-on, but who knocked it on first?
Batley knock on.
Hooley's knocked it on, hasn't he?
Dewsbury head and feed.
And again, it was McGowan who was there, and he was only had eyes on the ball.
And all they are doing, Mark, is competing for everything. They're competing in every contact.
This is the one he caught earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. He's onside with the kick from Sykes, and he gets there, and it's about maybe that naivety of youth, isn't it?
Don't underestimate how hard that is to catch as well. That is such a difficult ball to take.
He caught it full. He didn't even break stride, did he? And you have to say, if Campbell hadn't have been there, that could have been try time, because Hooley on the run might have been in trouble there. But here come the Rams again, leading by 12, and a chance here to put some more points on the board. They're going up the middle. Blow the whistle, they're offside. That was Jean-Luc Kirby with a carry. He's on from the bench.
Take two here and go 2 scores in front. If the rain does come down, it's so difficult, isn't it?
He's listened to you, Paul. He's listened to his urge, Sykes, sir.
Yeah, he said, give me the ball. Let's get it over the sticks again. They're wobbling a bit here, the Batley Bulldogs. Liam Finn, well, he said he was embarrassed at the Bash, didn't he, by that Rams performance. He'll be proud as punch with this opening 18 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes that's what you want. You want a response from your players, especially at home. You're live on Premier Sports. It's a local derby. You got a good touch up the last game. You want to go out there and prove something to your fans and your coach. So he's definitely got a response from his boys tonight.
I think Craig Lingard's on the phone to an ambulance. He's having some kind of heart attack at the minute, isn't he?
He's not happy, is he? Paul Sykes, though, rather unique way he marks out his run-up.
Got a very sweet left foot, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Looks really easy.
I dare say he'd fancy kicking this one when he was 61, not 41, but here he comes anyway, left-footed, and he hammers it straight through the middle. 14 points to 0, and you can't say that's anything but a fair reflection of what we've seen here. Really good start from you.
Massive start from the home team. Sykes has got the team around the field. The Hooley's been involved. It's been just a great performance so far from Dewsbury. It's the passion that they're playing with. They deserve the lead. See if he can keep coming up with players.
Hooley will restart. Batley not having it all their own way tonight. And a team that a month ago looked capable of pushing for the top 2. Somewhat wobbling. Well, the penalty there.
Manning.
He was high, but he did look like the Dewsbury player was falling a little bit.
He did
there.
a little bit. Sorry, my apologies. It's not Dave Manning. It's the centre, Kieran Buchanan, who gets a little bit lazy with his contact, and he gives Dewsbury another out.
What they must do, Mark, now at this moment in time, Dewsbury, is when you've got the momentum and everything's going good for you, you've got to capitalise on it. At the moment, everything's going Dewsbury's way. They deserve it, but they've got to try and keep putting the points on the board whilst they're playing this well.
Keep that scoreboard ticking over. I'll tell you what, it's a raucous atmosphere down below us here. The fans are enjoying it, if nothing else, as Jean-Luc Kirby is thrown to the ground. 11th appearance for the Rams this season. He was here last year as well, as Matthew again makes dents in the Batley defence. Forward they go again, the Rams. All here now with Beckett. Beckett carries it hard and straight. Riley trying to hold him up in the tackle. They're 20 away here. Dewsbury, Butterworth out a dummy half, uses the decoy runner, finds Sykes, they've got bodies in motion, they're getting it out wide for Ryder. Ryder gets it away!
Forward pass.
Oh, Davy Dixon thought he was over. Well, that was champagne stuff from the Rams. But the last pass, well, looked tight to me.
Super play, isn't it? You know, both out a dummy half, everything in front, crisp, everybody in option. Absolutely super play from Liam Finn's team. Have a look, Sykes to the line. McGowan out the back. You've got so many players. Maybe just forward at the end, but wow, what football from Dewsbury Rams.
Oh, he was in touch.
Oh, he might have been in
touch. He was in touch.
Yeah, I think he was. So, great work from the camera staff there.
I think an NRL style dive, or even Super League style dive would have been, you know, the way to finish that trial possibly.
So Lewis Murphy scored 3 again for Wakefield today at St Helens.
Some talent, that boy, Lewis Murphy.
He scored with his head, didn't he, over the weekend?
Well, you lads always say you've got to use your head. I didn't know that's what you meant, but now I do. Ball with the Batley Bulldogs. Stung, I would say, here in the opening quarter. What have they got? That's a better ball. Gets Buchanan going on the front foot. He scored 4 in his last 3 against the Rams. Not had a sniff tonight at the try line, but here they go up the middle. Trying to punch holes in the middle of the field is Riley, who was signed mid-season from the Sheffield Eagles. And now they'll fire it here to Gledhill. Turns it back. On the angle now is Brown. Brown looking for runners outside him. He's going to run out of room here. Eventually goes to the ground.
Knocked on.
Looked like he lost that, but keeps hold of it just.
About 30 metres sideways, doesn't he?
He did. This is the last one. Gilmore's going to kick her high towards the far side. Walshaw ball batted down. Picked up here by Dewsbury. And they will survive again. And they'll eventually get the ball. They didn't like that, did they? And the referee here is involved, and there's a more pushing and shoving. Gledhill this time on the end of the referee's whistle.
I'm not too sure what he's been penalised for that. I mean, it looked pretty physical, but I don't think there's anything illegal in there, unless it's been classed as dangerous for him coming off of his feet.
Maybe he's just gone over the horizontal as he's spun him to the ground. That's all I can think here. Yeah, maybe just because his trailing leg goes above the horizontal. I'm not sure there is too much in it. You're right, Leon.
I don't think it's dangerous. I think that's just the way the game's been governed at the moment. The game's been officiated, so that anything that looks 50-50 kind of dangerous, it gets called as a penalty, doesn't it?
Well, this is an ongoing theme on Premier Sports. We're on the gantry. Who's catching? Because that was pretty close to us.
Yours.
Yeah. This cameraman at the side of me looks like he could catch it, no problem.
Well, Dewsbury just needs to continue what they're doing. They're in great shape. The forwards look like they're organised. Sykes is controlling that left-hand side. McGowan's playing both sides of the field. They look in good shape, well organised.
Butterworth in at dummy half again. Again, he looks to get on his bike. He uses Beckett as a decoy. Then he gets the pass away. It's gone backwards. In the end, Greensmith did well to tidy up a tricky situation there. And they're 40 away, and they'll just have a settler here just to calm things down, the Rams. 30 metres out from the line. They'd love another score here, wouldn't they, to really emphasise their control of the game. Better hands again. Sykes, the pass didn't quite find McGowan. McGowan's under pressure, but he's got the speed to get away from one.
Yes, Sykes has now, that ball's gone over there 3 or 4 times. He's gone out the back. He needs to start some short balls just to keep the defence honest.
Again, the high kick from Sykes. Campbell comes, he's lost it again. Another set here for the Rams. Well, Sykes at the moment is running the show, isn't he?
Well, on the flip side of that, you've got McGowan taking everything, and once Campbell drops the first one and Hooley's dropped one, Sykes is not going to stop going there.
He's not. Here goes Beckett. Campbell trying to atone for his error with a tackle, but Batley are wobbling here. The Rams about to land a few telling blows. Inside the 10, they get it away, and they're trying to power their way to the line, and the tackle made a metre away. I think it was Greensmith. Held up just short as Butterworth now jumps in at dummy half. Gets it away. Matthew tries, that's how close they are to the line, but he couldn't quite reach out and touch it. They're going to keep it simple. They're going to try and spin their way in. But Batley hold firm here. Are they going to go left or right? Numbers are coming right, but they've gone left. Here's Sykes now, and Ryder puts it down. I just think they maybe went the wrong way there.
Yeah, I think they're overplaying that left-hand side, and McGowan makes a decision as a fullback to come to the right-hand side, and Butterworth picks up and goes left, and there are a number away, aren't they? There's a... Almost caves his own chest in, doesn't he, Johnny Campbell? As he leaps for the football, it hits him square in the chest and may well have an injury in the morning.
As we're saying, but the ball's going left, the fullback had come to the right-hand side, and that's probably an experience thing. Sykes is the experienced player. When he calls for the ball, the dummy half automatically kind of goes there. Sweetie needs to stand up and make his voice heard.
He does, so Batley survive, 14-0.
On life support at the minute, aren't they, the Bulldogs?
Well, they need to improve. The Bulldogs have made a change of their own. James Meadows has come on, and he's in at dummy half now, trying to get the Bulldogs on the front foot. Gets it away, taken in. Riley with a carry up towards halfway. Will now go short. Trying to keep it in the forwards at the moment. They're starting to make some meters, though, the Bulldogs. Burton will play the ball, set restart. So the Bulldogs have got a chance here.
This is the first real opportunity with a good ball set. We want to see some organisation. The halfbacks taking control. Gilmore and White need to get organised and have a real good dig here.
They do, they're going right. Meadows drops it back underneath for Walshaw. Walshaw carries it. It's his 50th Batley appearance tonight. Lucas Walshaw. I want it to be a winning one, but there's work to be done. As now they move it through the hands. Meadows gets it away. And Dane Manning is through, the veteran. Over for his 9th of the season. Meadows not been on the field too long, but that pass was right on the money. The Bulldogs are on the board.
Well, Leon called for it, didn't he? Leon called for the half-backs to step up, and so they did. Ben White plays to Meadows. Meadows goes at the line and spoke about Dane Manning pre-game. The subtle line change of Dane Manning, you'll just see it here on replay. 1-2 pass out the back to Meadows, and then he just changes his line from the inside shoulder of Sweeting to the outside shoulder. And as subtle as that is, it's such a big space that opens up. Greensmith's gone past the ball, Sweeting's got no chance, and Dane Manning puts his team back in the game.
Nice kick, Dane Manning, really excellent. Back row forward. Craig Lingard a little bit happier with that, but what he'll be saying is, look, our first real effort down that end of the field and we've come away with points.
Yeah, they've had backs against the wall for most of this 28-29 minutes. The first time they've come up with a combination through to the half-backs, through to the back row, they've come up with 4 points, made that 6.
Yeah, the kick from Gilmore is good. 14 points to 6 and approaching the half-hour mark. We've got a game on tonight on Premier Sports. The Batley Bulldogs fans are happy.
If you just watch here, Mark, it's great timing, it's good ball movement. The ball comes out the back to Meadows, and as Paul says, Meadows goes right to the line, and it's that in and out line from Manning that's perfectly timed, it's a perfectly weighted ball. It's a great finish. That brings Batley right back in this game. Paul talks about the line changes pre-game when we previewed the players from Batley Bulldogs, so watch out for that again. Late line changes.
Paul Sykes will get us back underway as the Rams look to hit back. Gilmore dropped it, but he went backwards. He almost caught it, then dropped it as he went to pass it.
If I was Paul Sykes, I'd just kick the ball whenever I got it. I just can't catch the ball when Paul Sykes puts his left foot on it.
Might have a few years more in rugby union.
Well, I think the ball boys are dropping his goal kicks as well, so there's nobody going to catch it tonight.
Well, Batley have got to rectify that, haven't they, if they're going to come out on top in this game, as Ferguson makes the tackle on Gledhill.
There's a bit of needle in them too. Yeah, you just see there's a little bit in them.
Here we go.
Yeah, we're on.
The neighbours just having a look.
Yeah, here we go.
Ferguson's saying, if you want to have a go, I'll have a go as well. Gledhill.
Who was going to cock first, wasn't it? Who was going to throw the first one?
Well, I wonder under the old rules if they might have had a little bit of a dance there, but of course, 3-game ban now, and not what anybody needs, but they were certainly eyeing each other up.
It was a little bit earlier in the game too between the two of them, and I've just seen it. You know, Ferguson goes in, he gets aggressive with the wrestle, himself and Gledhill. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. The referee's just going to say play the ball. It's just that they've had a little verbal during the confrontation on the floor.
And to be fair, that's what we want to see. We want to see the big boys got at each other, don't we? We want to see it. We're not dirty in that. That's what we want to watch.
Oh, Gledhill's not happy, is he? He's still having a pop at him, look. Here come the Bulldogs, though, trying to break their way forward. Manning, the try scorer, wrapped up over halfway. Ball now going forward again. Here goes the substitute. That's Collinson who's on. And he's tackled 30 away. Last one, they're going to go to the high kick. A tester from Meadows. McGowan under pressure again. Comes up with the ball again.
He's been caught in the air. Super catch from McGowan again.
I think Hooley was trying to put as much pressure on him as he could there, wasn't he? He just overstepped the mark.
He just left an arm in there, didn't he? I don't think there's anything dangerous, but there's only one player catching the ball on the field there, and that's a young fullback, isn't it, McGowan?
Of course, if he's off the ground, there's a hand on him. It's a tackle in the air, so a chance now, and I think Huddersfield Giants colleagues will be looking on. Impressed with the young fella so far.
Yeah, he's got a lot of talent. He's, right on the fringes of playing for the first time. I know they think very highly of Luke Robinson and the boys down at Huddersfield. Think very highly of him. He's just picking up some experience playing at this level at Championship, but You know, he's definitely got the potential to make it in Super League with Huddersfield, and he started up fantastically well tonight. Claimed every ball has been in and around where all the high balls have been as well.
Yeah, here goes Ryder, fancies a run from the tap, wants to get involved. It was his break and pass that led to the opening try of the night. And he's got the Rams over the halfway line again. Here they go now with Beckett. Beckett runs at Gledhill, but look at that, post-contact meters are plenty there for the Rams. Here's Butterworth now, gets it away, ball taken up the middle. Here now they're looking to move it out wide. McGowan though is wrapped up by Buchanan, who read that nicely. Butterworth waits at dummy half, gets the ball away, it's just moved inside. Sweeting moves it on, they're 20 away here, the Rams.
Them to pass it again.
They're like the pantomime villains. The ball now though with Sykes. Oh, the miss pass, and it's picked up in the end by Dale Morton. And
I think it's a knock-on from Batley.
Yeah,
there's a hand in there, yeah.
See Michael Knowles on there with the scrum cap on. Let's have a look. Was there a fingertip in there?
Yeah, just a slight one.
Yeah, just a slight finger.
I just like to see Sykes now start to take the line on a little bit more. He's pass so far, 6-7 passes and half-back. You've got to make sure you mix your game up, hit short, go out the back, run the ball. Not become too predictable.
Well, here's the scrum player. Now they're going to move it here to Greensmith. He's wrapped up, 10 metres away. They'd love to just open up that lead again. 8 points is good, but they'll feel they should have more as Ferguson runs it in. He's tackled a couple of metres away. The Rams in prime territory here to strike. Butterworth gets the ball away. They're going short on the crash ball there, but good defence from the Bulldogs. It needed to be as well. It was Gledhill in fairness with a tackle. And now they're going back to that left-hand side. They just move it out. Here is Knowles. A little bit of conjecture whether tonight his appearance 399 or 400 for him, but either way, it's a pretty good record as he falls to the ground. And the ball now comes in field. Beckett will take them on up the middle. Last one. They've got numbers loaded. Again, they're going left, though. Again, the ball is on the ground. And you just wonder here, Cookie, have they got to start to mix this up a little bit? Lewis Carr on the right wing's not had a sniff, has
exactly. Everything's going left, isn't it? And Jake Sweeting's got to get his hands on the ball, as Leon said, make his voice heard. And this right-hand edge hasn't had too much to do neither in offence at all.
Hanging on at the moment, but they'll feel they get another try here before the break, and they could be in for that first win in 4.
The good thing for Craig Lingard is they've not been in this game much at all, but they're going at half-time, possibly 8 points down. We're playing nowhere near your best rugby league. You're not that far away off.
Here's Meadows now, takes on the line. Ferguson chops him down. Helped as well by the former Workington man, Connor Davis. Here now the ball moving along, and back on the angle is Manning, bumps off Ferguson. Oh, the big fend. It was Johnny Campbell-esque there, wasn't he? With a big fend.
Got Sweeting, didn't he? Square in the face.
Smith is holding on here. Slow play of the ball. Buchanan gets it away. Ball centre field here. Now they're moving it to Meadows. Meadows goes out the back. Ball. Well, if it hasn't touched a Dewsbury hand, he's gone over the sideline. Hooley sat on his backside, not too happy with that. But Dewsbury were tested there.
I think there's some positivity in that play from Batley. I just think when the ball does get to the edge, they do strip the opposition, Dewsbury Rams defence, of numbers. The pass from Hooley's not good enough. If it's on the money, then I think that they've stripped them of numbers there. You see the wingers coming in, and if that pass hits the mark, it's just in front, isn't it? Then they've still got Dale Morton on the wing to scorch down the sideline. So whilst it's a negative play, it's still a little bit of a positive there for me.
Meadows has made an impact, hasn't he, off the bench?
Yeah, he has.
Here's David Dixon. Thought he was in earlier on, had that one choked off. A little flick pass. And now they're trying to punch holes up the middle again. The Rams up to halfway. Ball played here. Here now goes Walker. Jackson Walker. 9th appearance of the season for the 21-year-old. And now here goes Davis. They're looking hungry, the Rams. They'd love one more score before half-time. As now Butterworth jumps out of dummy half, but the defence centre of the field holds on as Flynn gets in there to make the tackle. He's just come on for Riley. Ferguson jumps in at dummy half, gets the ball away to Sykes. Sykes just stands up the kick. Hooley's going to have to come into traffic. Ball's on the ground. Dewsbury have touched it down. Sykes has got the score. Just what the Rams needed. The old boy is over. Sykes in for his second of the season. Well, he's been kicking them to death. It was his high kick that caused the problems, and he was on hand to touch it down.
It's super, isn't it? And I mentioned it earlier. Give the ball to Paul Sykes and let him kick it. No matter where he kicks it, he's turning to gold at the minute. He just puts it into an area again, which makes it a competition between his players. And I think you'll find it again. It's the fullback who gets in and around the play. He does, comes off his head, goes forward, touched down by Paul Sykes. But again, it's all about Aidan McGowan, who just carries on his run and gets involved with Luke Hooley, makes it a competition. The ball falls favourably for Paul Sykes, who puts it down. They're going to go in more than 8 in front. They're going to be 14 in front again.
Liam Finn looks quite calm, doesn't he? He's pretty pleased, I think.
I think he'll be very happy, won't he, Mark?
Should be.
Well, it's amazing when the shackles are off, isn't it, and the pressure's off. You know, they've been playing for 4, 5, 6 weeks with that pressure of relegation and the trapdoor, and it's opened and they've gone through it, and they've come out tonight with a different sort of attitude. And maybe the result 5 weeks ago was the motivation that they needed at the Dewsbury Rams to turn in a performance like this.
Well, he was genuinely stunned, Liam Finn.
Yeah.
I think I did the post-match interview at Headingley at the Bash, and you could tell, I've known Liam for a number of years, he was stunned. And he said, I thought we were making progress. I didn't see this coming, and I think that hurt him. But, you know, as we said at the start, Leon, he's looking to rebuild for next year. And this performance and some of the performances we're seeing are real positives for Dewsbury.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been absolutely fantastic this first half. And like I said before, if we didn't know what the teams were playing for, it looked like Dewsbury would be going into the playoffs on a red-hot vein of form. He's done a great job as Finney by getting these boys up for this game so far.
I think it says a lot about the players as well, despite the fact that they are going down as it stands to League One, as Ferguson leading by example. Finn must be wishing he'd had him out there for more games than he has managed this season. The Scottish international, there's a good run there. Dixon off the wing. And now a scoop from Butterworth. Walshaw, though, grabs him and drags him back. There the ball is a clean one. Here now up the middle. There you go again. Walker over the halfway line. Last one. Paul Sykes waits. And he's going to get it again. Why not? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Another high one. Hooley and Campbell. Hooley this time catches it under massive pressure.
Superb, isn't it? Wow, trying it under them. I'm so glad I never played in the back three.
Good offload from Campbell, gets it away. Is it wrong, Leon, that we're quite enjoying this, aren't we? They're having a torrid time at the back.
No, this is why we're all not playing the game anymore. It's great to see. But if it works once, it works twice. That's what you keep on doing. Don't go away from it. Keep working. Keep putting the ball up there.
Ball going forward then with Batley. Campbell had a couple of good runs, didn't he, in that? They want to get him involved a little bit more. This game is not over yet. Here come the Bulldogs going through the hands. Here's Buchanan now. Buchanan cuts in. Hooley was in support, but the Rams are there. Oh, now here we go. Greensmith and Hooley, who, dare I say, may have been at Wakefield at the same time. No love lost there. Gilmore with a chip over the top, but Knowles is there, the veteran. Right place, right time. Dewsbury survive again. It's a bit spiky, this one.
He read it so well, didn't he? The veteran back row, Michael Knowles, super.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dewsbury just want to run this clock down. Did it? They look a great offload both the way, but they'll be very happy to go in at half-time with this scoreline staying as it is. They've put a lot of effort into this, a lot of momentum. Liam Finn will be very happy with this team's performance in his first half.
He will. Final few seconds. Here goes Ferguson. Bumps off one. He's got the offload away. Ryder gets on the end of it. He's up to the 40. Maybe just time for another quick play of the ball. Dewsbury can compose themselves. They're going to kick high here. They're trying to catch Campbell out, but he's underneath it. And Campbell should see out the half here. Brings it forward. And the tackle is made. So a little bit of added on time here then at the end of the half for Batley, maybe to try and poach one back. Impressive Dewsbury performance so far, but here they go down the short side. Hooley pinches 10 metres and gets a penalty, and again there's a bit of afters. This is a good old-fashioned derby.
This is what we came to see, a bit of biff. It's all going on, it's been eventful. I'm not sure what happened, I couldn't see much. Don't think there was too much in it.
I think he just objected to the tackle, didn't he?
Yeah.
It is again. He got a high one, and well, it was Greensmith again, and those two had a go just down the other end.
A little bit of afters, isn't there, from what's just happened?
I'm not sure at Wakefield. I'm not sure same time, but they both were in the Wakefield
I'm not
system.
sure Greensmith does a great deal, does he? I think it's probably the tackle that comes in just prior to that from Jake Sweeting, who gets him a little bit high.
Are you going on with the allegation? Okay, what's the allegation? Okay, good. You're in this. Who? Okay, I need captain.
There's an accusation of biting here.
Okay, just wait. There's an allegation of blight, so we're still going to look at it. Just show. You just hit me. I don't know. Hey, are you captain or not?
Well, we'll just apologise. There might have been a little bit of choice language there from Tom Gilmore. I think he's questioning Greensmith's accusation of a bite, but it'll have to go on report. So we'll see, but something happened on the floor there.
It's not an accusation that you want to make as a professional player, is it? And if you do make that accusation, you've got to be really careful, because it's got to be 100% true, and sure the RFL will have a look at that, but I'm not sure that's what the afters is all about. I think it goes back further than that, as you just said, Mark.
Yeah, well, we're ended on time here. Batley, have they got chance? Well, they're going to kick. That suggests there's not long left. The high kick caught on the goal line, and Dewsbury survive. An entertaining first 40 minutes. Blistering start from the Dewsbury Rams. Jake Sweeting and Rhys Butterworth over 12-0 up inside 11 minutes. Sykes added a penalty goal. Dane Manning crashed over from close range to get the Bulldogs in it. But then Paul Sykes' try just before the break means that the Rams are in control. They're just having a bit of a huddle before they go into the dressing room at half-time. We'll have all the reaction to come with Emma, with Leon, and with Cookie as well. But the Rams might have been relegated, but local pride has inspired them in the opening 40. At the break, it's Dewsbury 20, Batley 6. And hasn't he, the Dewsbury Rams, and I'm sure he'll be here to try and get the Rams back in the championship for the first time of asking. But that 40 minutes will give him and all his fellow Dewsbury Ram fans great hope. They lead by 14 at the break, but as Mark said, it's an 80-minute game. There's still plenty of work to be done.
Yeah, and that's been the issue, hasn't it, for the Dewsbury Rams, is they've given themselves chances in games, and they maybe should be on a few more points and putting pressure on Whitehaven above them and maybe even be above them, but they've fallen apart in second halves of games, and tonight's another challenge for them. I think Craig Lingard could have, you know, stripped the paint off the changing rooms of the Batley Bulldogs there, because they've not been at the races, and 14 points down here.
Well, 14 points down, and we've not got a ball.
Oh, there's two on.
That's what we're waiting for. Now we've got two
on
the field.
Always happens.
There you go. Craig Lingard looks on nonplussed at the moment. We're hoping that his side can turn it around. He's normally pretty calm, pretty down to earth, Leo, when we speak to him, but he won't have been happy with that opening 40.
No, I think he'll be just looking for some more enthusiasm out of his boys and try and pick up some momentum. They've started with a really good kick chase there, and you know they've got a lot to prove really. They want to go into these playoffs with a little bit of form, a little bit of fire. They need to come out and start getting back into the swing of things straight away in the second half.
Butterworth gets the ball away, taken in by Greensmith. We saw him involved in the action at the end of the half. Will it boil over here in the Heavy Woolen Derby? Well, we'll find out on Premier Sports. Don't forget, next week, Monday night, Widnes against Halifax. Halifax with a home home playoff match to come, of course. The Vikings improving under John Keir. As the Rams bring the ball forward here now with Ferguson. Ferguson again bumps off the first man. He's trying to hold off.
He's been outstanding in this game so far. Massive player, and they're the experienced players that Liam Finn was talking about, standing up and being counted in this game.
Here's Sykes, goes high, another tester for Hooley. Hooley gets it. McCowan was there, got him straight away. I thought he might have had a jump for the ball there, the youngster, but he let Hooley have it, didn't he?
I think Walshaw did a real good job of getting in between that, and that allowed Hooley this time to get a clean catch on it. Now an offload in the middle of the field, and Campbell makes good meters play too.
Batley are far from done here. They could quite easily turn this around. We've seen them score points, a set restart as well. So tackle one, they're on the halfway line. So the Bulldogs starting as they mean to continue. They'll play the ball now. It's played short, taken in by Buchanan. They're rolling downfield here, Batley. Putting in a dummy half, gets it away. Strong carry there. Taken forward by Lillycrop. Now the ball with White, gets it away to Meadows. No look pass to Walshaw. Walshaw 10 metres out from the line. About 12 in from touch. Burton waits at dummy half. They'll play the ball now. They fire it centre field. They're going to move it across now. Here's Gilmore. Gilmore out the back to Hooley. Hooley to Campbell. He's in the touch. Well, he scored 5 against the Bulldogs. But it's the Rams who are celebrating as good defence, and a good one-on-one tackle puts him over the line.
Lewis Carr, wasn't it? Outstanding one-on-one tackle against a really, really prominent left winger in Johnny Campbell. Scored many tries in the championship. Great contact from Carr, puts him over the sideline. Great ball movement from Batley. Good all-round play in that play, wasn't it?
Just very lateral, Mark. There's none of the halfbacks have squared up and gone to the line square. It's very much over. That gave Dewsbury defence time to just push the play to the sideline. Johnny Campbell, by the time he had the ball, he had no chance really. It's an easy tackle in the end up. You want the halfbacks and the fullback to try to play a little bit squarer, come in the defence so they can't just slide to the touchline.
Ball here with the Rams, trying to scoop their way forward again. McGowan with another good carry, gets from the Rams over halfway. Ball now with Davis, gets it away. They're looking to get Sweeting to an edge, flick pass, it's caught on the far side, and Carr again involved, brings it infield. Dewsbury starting to get interested now down the right end of the field as they go forward. Taken in by Walker.
I can guess what's coming here.
Quite possibly, it is the last one. Davis to Sykes. Sykes goes high again. Tester for Morton, did well under pressure. That was a real competition for the ball, and he did well there, Dale Morton.
Michael Knowles in a competition with Dale Morton. Dale Morton gets up and over the top of Knowles. It's a great catch. See it here again on replay. What a great catch from Dale Morton.
I'd just like to see Paul Sykes put a spiral bomb back up again. The last two have been end over end, which are noticeably harder, easier to catch. Get the spiral bomb back up.
Butterworth makes the tackle. As Hooley tries to pinch some meters, markers were square, and now Gilmore's going to kick. He's gone for the 40-20. McGowan got a nice bounce. He was on his back, but he got there and brings it back, and he's going to get a penalty. This boy is a problem, isn't he?
He's a real issue, isn't he, for the Batley defence? Not only is he catching everything, he's getting everything on one bounce, but then he's aggressive when he comes back. Low centre of gravity, and they've got to change the body height, the Batley Bulldogs defenders. Otherwise, they're going to keep giving penalties away on this young fella.
Just been checked out. We hope he's okay to carry on here.
I'm pretty sure Liam Finn does as well.
Yeah, Meadows looks on. Looks like he's okay. He's got a smile on his face. He's loving it. Good touch finder as well.
Such a good kick, that.
Here come the Rams. Brad Graham's just gone off for a breather. Jimmy Beckett back into the action. Here's Ryder. 15 away, the Rams start. Butterworth looking, probing, gets it away to Ferguson. Ferguson splits the defenders again. It's almost impossible to put down on the first contact tonight. Butterworth waits, goes short here to Sykes, taken in by Sweeting, did really well to get that, then the ball over the top. They're trying to get down that edge, they're going for the corner, but this time it's Campbell with a tackle. And the flag goes up on the far side, and it's Batley's turn to celebrate. Greensmith backed himself, but didn't quite have the room.
Yeah, it's just Sweeting who fumbled the ball and looked to the right-hand side, fired a lovely ball out, but it's good defence from Campbell and the centre just to push him over the side, and that's what you need sometimes, a little bit of desperation in defence to spark your team back into this game.
There is There's Greensmith. We that Brad Graham might have an injury, so we'll try check up on that. We're not sure if he will be back, but he is getting treatment on the sideline. So here come the Bulldogs. 20 points to 6 then as we were at the break. Carry forward. Over the halfway line they go. Niall Flynn, that's a good carry. Niall Flynn looking to offload. Can't quite get the ball away. On the short side they go. Get it away to Hooley, but he's got nowhere to go. They've wrapped him up pretty well so far, Luke Hooley. Last one of the Bulldogs got. They're going to go high across the field. Ball was missed there. I think Sykes is going to pick that up, and Sykes launches a pass, and they're going to look to attack from the back here, but this time there is nowhere to go for McGowan, but they get up to the 20-metre line, and despite not fielding the kick on the full, they did pretty well there. And, oh, the offload, did he take that? No, he didn't. Carr couldn't take it in, and well, I think it was David Dixon with the offload. It wasn't quite on, was it?
I just think what Liam Finn will be really disappointed with is Greensmith goes into touch on play 2 and they've created no pressure. They then drop the kick or miss the kick. They've got away with that. And then they're trying to win this game twice here. They don't have to score another point to win this game. They've just got to defend really well and finish on their own terms.
Here come the Bulldogs, looking to make them pay from the scrum. Interesting period of the game, this, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree with Paul. They just don't need to be doing offloads in the 20-metre coming off their own try line. It's just kamikaze rugby.
Well, here's Manning. Only one way he'll be going, that's straight forward. Make no mistake about that. Ball now comes to Gilmore. Gilmore gets it away. Here now is Meadows. They've got bodies in motion. Walshaw, that was a good contact from Sykes. Got into the ribs and makes the tackle. Meadows White, so they're going to go down the short side. Big outrageous dummy. Knowles is there to wrap things up, but they're offside here, Dewsbury. So Batley going to get another set on the line. Pressure's starting to build. Burton will tap the ball now. Swings it centre field. Ball dropped back on the angle. What a run that was.
Talking about kamikaze, Lillicrop.
Wow. He's tackled a metre away. Burton White's still in the back of his head there, but gets up to play the ball. Now they'll swing it to Meadows. Short pass, they're over. And it's a birthday try for George Senior. He's over his 4th of the season on his 23rd birthday. He'll have enjoyed that one. And the Batley Bulldogs are right back in this match. Dewsbury's, well, overzealous players being penalised. It's Dewsbury 20, Batley 10.
It's great play, it's great vision from the dummy half. It's a switch play, like a reverse play, coming from the open to the blind. And it's just the ball, it goes straight to the line. It's a short lead, Sykes goes past the ball. It's a fantastic play by Meadows. Burton sees the switch late. Manning goes to the line. It's a great short ball to Senior. It's a great line, great timing. Sykes goes past the ball, leaves him one-on-one with the halfback. He's too big, too strong from there. Great finish.
It's suicide, isn't it, from the Rams? As you said, Leon, invited them in with that offload, and you mentioned it too, Mark, and really subtle line change, wasn't it, from the try score. He just gets on the outside of Ryder. It's a great try, isn't it? George Senior, just a real subtle line change, similar to the Dane Manning one in the first half, and that takes him on the outside of Ryder. Ryder can't make the tackle. Adam Ryder, he's got hold of his shirt tails, but runs out of ground behind him and puts the Bulldogs back in this game.
It all comes from a silly offload in your own 20 metres. When you're winning the game by 16, 18 points, you just don't need to force a silly offload.
Greg Lingard looks on. This will be a test of his side now. They've got back within 8. Half an hour remaining here on Premier Sports tonight. 2 weeks of the championship season to go, then the playoffs start. We'll have all the action on Premier Sports leading up to the grand final. But who will be in it? Who will be taking their place in the Super League? Who will be replacing Toulouse, who were relegated last week? We will find out over the next month right here on Premier Sports. Ball with the Batley Bulldogs then. What can they do? Can they go back-to-back here? As they'll get the ball away, work in the centre of the field. Another good carry. Is that Flynn again? Well, the bench is starting to make some holes in the middle of the field. Here's Walshaw now. Over halfway he goes. This is a test now, isn't it, for the Dewsbury Rams?
Yeah, they're clinging on a little bit, aren't they? They're clinging on in defence. They're clinging on to what is a really aggressive start from Batley Bulldogs and everything I guess Craig Lingard would have spoken about at half-time.
Collinson almost through there. He's tackled. Here's Meadows again. Meadows short pass in with a tip. Intercepted. And the race is on. Here go the Rams. Davy Dixon. Only Campbell to beat. Pinches his ears back. Passes the ball. And Campbell, I think, is on his shoulder. That is a heroic effort from Johnny Campbell. He didn't quite have enough pace, Davy Dixon. He was almost there, but Campbell stopped him right on the line.
Well, Campbell's made the tackle. It's an heroic tackle, and he's going to pay the price for it. I think his shoulder's popped out there. He's dislocated his shoulder, in my opinion. The way he goes over, his arm goes underneath him. It's a really, really poor injury for Johnny Campbell. It'll probably see the end of his night.
Unbelievable tackle.
This is brilliant.
Unbelievable chase from Johnny Campbell.
He's out the socket, isn't he? I think he can feel it there. Johnny Campbell, we hope he's okay.
Back up and running.
Back up and running, wow. What, the Medov over here?
I'm not sure if he's running away from the physio. The physio's got him now. Well, he did. High impact collision there, but that was all about the effort, wasn't it? But Dewsbury will get it back because Campbell did bat the pass down, didn't he?
Yeah.
Saved a definite 6 points though, Mark.
He did. How long for those? The ball now goes forward.
Well, I think he keeps his team in it with that, for me. Really big moment.
Yeah, huge moment, but Dewsbury are knocking on the door. Here goes Ferguson, here is Sykes, bodies out the back, tip pass, all went forward. And Dixon, well, whether it went forward or not, Dixon didn't catch it. Oh, what a horrible 60 seconds for Dixon to be disappointed with that.
Well, I think the referees called it forward anyway, so it saves David Dixon's...
It was forward as well.
Yeah, it was. It was a tip on from McGowan, wasn't it? And it is forward. It saves the blushes of Dixon a little bit, but... Yeah, it really would have been a horrible 60 seconds if that pass is a good one and it's behind and he puts it down with the try line begging. I think Liam Finn's taking him off.
Liam Finn will be looking on, not quite as comfortable as he was at half-time. Well, they have it, 30 off their own line. Points the difference. Ball now with Gilmore, gets it away to Manning. Manning runs at Sweeting, makes the tackle inside the 40. White jumps in at dummy half, gets it away. Gilmore turns it back to Collinson. Collinson carries. He's done pretty well off the bench. It's the 7th appearance of the season for him. High kick here. Oh, McGowan's there again.
He's been outstanding tonight, young man, and he's caught everything put up for him. And that gives your team full confidence. Your wingers, your centres know that he's going to claim the ball, right or wrong. He's going to call for it and claim it.
He's caught Sykes' kick as well, hasn't he? First half, where
over his own shoulder.
Absolutely. He's just trying to catch
as fast as he can.
He's trying to catch everything.
It's great to see. You know, I know the dual reg and loan system gets a bit of stick, but when you see young fellas like him getting a chance to play rugby league, it really does show that it works.
He's behind a really big player at Huddersfield in Tui Lolohea as well, isn't he? He was really important to the Giants.
Yeah. And Will Price, too.
Yeah, they were fighting it out for spots at the start of the season. But yeah, he's got a big future in the game, definitely, for sure. Been outstanding tonight so far.
Yes, another high kick. And after it again.
Just the kick again.
Hooley. And he's caught by McGowan. Here's Campbell. That try saver might be, if they do go on and win here, Batley, that might be the moment of the match. Great effort from the veteran, Johnny Campbell. Great run as well here. This is better from the Bulldogs. We're hoping for a set restart there. They don't get one on this occasion. Another big carry. They're starting to punch some holes in the middle here. White now is getting his forwards going forward. Hooley tries to get some of the action. He's wrestling his way infield. Tackle made, 20 away. Last one. Here's White. Which way is he going? He's going short side to Gilmore. Gilmore with a little kick. Dewsbury fall upon it. And Dewsbury gratefully receive it. 15 gone, second half.
Yeah, it's fingernail stuff, isn't it, from the Rams? They're hanging on by the fingernails, and you feel if Batley score next, then they're going to go on and win this game. If Dewsbury can get over, it may well calm everybody down in this stadium.
Here's Dixon, determined carry. Oh, Manning went for him and missed.
Got it wrong, Manning, didn't he?
Yeah, he come away shaking his head. He doesn't do that too often. Scoop from dummy half from Greensmith. Some tired bodies out there. They're giving it everything here on Premier Sports tonight. Great run from Carr. Last one, they're over the halfway line. They're going to go here to Sykes. There we go, the spiral bomb. Hooley waits. Oh, he made it look easy. In fact, it's Dale Morton, that's why.
He's not only made it look
away. Oh, the big shot comes in. And Sykes could be in trouble here because I don't think there was much harm in that. That looked like a shoulder charge.
Oh!
And it's boiling over.
I think he's in trouble here.
I think he could go for that one.
He could
go for that one.
It's really aggressive, and there's no attempt from the veteran to wrap his arms, is there? And I know he's good friends with Dale Morton.
Well, he's just got to apologise, and well, that's good, but it might not save him from what's coming. At the first glance, it didn't look good, and I think Sykes himself knows.
Yeah.
Now, this is all about the leniency of the man in the middle. Matt Rossley, our referee tonight, got a good game. He hasn't had a lot to do, really, but he's got a decision to make here.
Caught the ball really well, didn't he, Morton? It was a wicked kick again from Sykes before. He makes a half break. He gets sort of collared, doesn't he, by his shirt tails, and as he's falling,
He's coming here, and Sykes protests his innocence, but I think he knew that was coming.
I think he's got to be happy with that. I think he's got to take that. As Cookie mentioned, he's got no arms around, shoulder possibly to the end. I think Sykes has got to be happy with that.
I think he's lucky. It's get another look here. He's lucky he's not a red. Let's have a look. He's got no chance of wrapping with the arms, has he? As he's falling, looks bad. He snaps the neck back, and
I think if they had the cameras to come to replay the video referee, it could be different. So I think he's got to be happy with that.
Yeah, it doesn't look great. The more you watch it, the more you're worried. And Paul Sykes is off the field for 10 minutes. Can Dewsbury survive that 10 minutes now down to 12 men? And I think Paul's got to be pretty happy with that.
He doesn't look happy, does he? But he knew he'd caught Morton. And now a big test of this Dewsbury Rams resolve. Walshaw leading the charge. What have the Bulldogs got? Well, they've got Tom Lillicrop, who's driving it in. He's tackled 22 away. They'll play the ball now. There goes Dane Manning. Big moments here. The Batley fans in full voice. Lillicrop again. Pumping the legs. 5 metres out. Ben White, now the dummy half. Looking to keep it to Meadows. Meadows saw the defence coming up quickly. He's got nowhere to go. He'll just straighten things up and take the tackle. Dewsbury hanging on. Last one. White has it. 5 away. They're going down the short side. Ball over the top. Chance for Morton. And he's over in the corner. Dale Morton, the former Dewsbury man. 17th try of the season, just his 14th appearance. He won't get too many easier than that. But the Dewsbury Rams down to 12, and Batley are back within 4.
Yeah, take nothing away from the attack here, but makes it really, really easy for him, doesn't he? On this left edge, David Dixon gets up and in front of the centre inside of him. You'll just see here he's caught in no man's land, isn't he? And that gives Tom Gilmore the opportunity to float that pass over the top. It's fantastic execution. Davey just gets caught, doesn't he, looking at Hooley, and he'll be really disappointed with that, David Dixon, but take nothing away from the pass from Tom Gilmore.
Yeah, it's a split-second decision. You're looking down, you're looking at the line, you're reading the line, but then to have the vision and then execute something that's a really difficult play from left to right over the top of a really tall winger. It's an absolute massive play there from Gilmore. He's not been heavily involved, but when he has come in, he's been effective, and this team needed him then. He's come up with a huge play.
1 minute on your kick, Matt. 1 minute on.
Here is the kick for Gilmore then. This to get them back within 2. Right on the sideline, sends it low, but he's pulled it, dragged it wide. So it's still a 4-point ball game here, just over a quarter of this one left. Dale Morton been in fine form this season. Gilmore's ball over the top, and Morton was always going to score from there.
Yeah, super finish, wasn't it, from Dale Morton? Super pass from Tom Gilmore, and as easy as it was made by the winger on this left-hand side, David Dixon, he still had to execute. As Leon said, it's a difficult skill, and now the nerves jangle, don't they, for the home supporters and the home team and Liam Finn, because they've given up so many leads.
Back in it, 20 minutes to go, 6 points in the game. Dewsbury on the comeback. Sorry, Batley on the comeback.
Yeah, high restart taken and brought forward here by the try scorer. I want him to be available for the playoffs. Batley, his try scoring record over a try again this season. The ball carried forward. I thought he lost that for a moment there, Brown.
I think he did lose it.
And he just regathered it in time as Hooley now looks to get more involved. Up to the 40 they go. The Batley Bulldogs. Ben White in at dummy half.
Just running a little bit harder out at the moment, Batley. They're running with more vigour.
You mentioned it at half-time. Sometimes when you strip this game back, it's about how hard you run and how hard you tackle. And right now, the Batley Bulldogs are running and tackling that much harder than the Dewsbury Rams.
Last one then. Hooley at the play of the ball. Gets it in field. Meadows aims high towards the far side. Oh, he was taken out there, wasn't he, the Dewsbury player? Well, the referee has given a penalty the other way here.
It's a poor decision, that one, for me. I mean, I'm not one for having a go at referees, but for me, Buchanan's just stepped across.
Is that not?
Just
Shouldn't that be a
across
penalty
the
the other way?
Exactly that. I mean, there's no attempt.
He's got it right.
Changed it.
He's spoken. In all fairness, he's gone to his touch judge. They've had a conversation. They got the decision right.
I think he's just got him running the wrong way there, hasn't he?
Well, it's gone from what could have been a bad decision to being the right decision. And as Leon said, well played to the touchy on the far side.
Yeah,
he's had a word with him, and they've changed it. And that is a great touch finder. Look at that. So they've gone from their own 10-metre line up to the halfway line. There is the touch judge. Well done, young man.
It could have been a huge change in the momentum, that decision, couldn't it?
Could have been. But here comes Dewsbury.
I think Dewsbury need to look to just settle themselves here with a good last play. Try and get to last tackle with some patience and get a foothold back in this half. Being very erratic.
Beckett slammed into the ground, but did well to hang on to it. Butterworth gets it away to Ferguson. Will he be the Dewsbury game breaker? His post-contact meters tonight are superb.
Drop the ball.
Oh, he's lost it. The commentators curse. And look at the Batley celebrations, they're loving it.
Yeah, the longer they've got the football with 12 men, the better for Dewsbury. They can ill afford errors from Dale Ferguson or anybody else on the field, because they've got Sykes in the bin still, and Batley Bulldogs are coming home here with a wet sail and really aggressive with everything that they're doing.
Walshaw stood his ground, and the ball came free. Dewsbury needs someone to act as the halfback here, which they do eventually. As here goes Hooley now trying to get to an edge. Can he find a pass? He just couldn't get the ball away. Morton was waiting.
That's a factor one.
Well, Dixon's gone down, so Dewsbury at the moment are down to 11. He's holding that left ankle at the moment. Well, the referee has stopped play here now. He's got to, because it's not the injury you're looking at on your screen. There's actually a head clash here. Well, there's Dewsbury players down all over the show here. That's the first one. And then the head knock comes, so this could be costly for Dewsbury.
It's John Luke Kirby and Dale Ferguson. I'm not sure which head I'd like to hit.
Neither.
They've got 3 players down here at the moment, Dewsbury.
And a man in the bin.
And a man in the bin. Oh, there's some blood there on Ferguson. Let's have a look at the tackle then. Ferguson just getting checked over here. This was the head clash. Oh, strike.
That'll hurt in the morning.
Yeah, let's hope they're both okay. John-Luke Kirby, I think he's got a bit of claret as well. Now this is the initial injury to Dixon here.
Oh, he just
got his
left
ankle caught.
Yeah, it's his own player again. Friendly
Fire.
fire.
It was Ryder that time.
Yeah, there it is. Oh.
I still take that over them head clashes though. I'd take that little ankle twist over that.
Dale Ferguson's okay. He models balaclavas for a living.
Here it comes, a trusty old bandage.
David
Well, the
Dixon.
good news is that Dixon's okay. He's hobbling about. He's back in the line. Ryder's looking at him saying, "What's wrong with you?" There's Sykes looking on.
He's going to look a bonny lad here, Dale Ferguson, isn't he?
I stopped it on the... I already stopped it.
Ferguson's getting bandaged up. There's Dale Ferguson getting some treatment. Well, that's John-Luke Kirby. You can just see a little bit of blood on his on the top of his head there. He's all right.
I think that's Dale Ferguson's blood, isn't it?
Maybe. Look at that.
She's doing a good job there. Doing a good job of Dale Ferguson, that is for sure.
It's a lot of area to cover.
Oh, wow. What a bandage. Craig Lingard looks on.
Sorry, Fergie. I'm joking. Don't get me.
He's not sorry, Leon's not sorry, Mark, is he?
Big set here for Batley coming up.
Here come the Bulldogs. Here goes Brown, drives it in, 20 metres away. Cracking, heavy woolen derby. Might not see it competitively for a while as Gilmore dribbles it through. McGowan is there, wrapped up. 5 off the Dewsbury line, but it's another few seconds off the clock of Paul Sykes' sin bin. And the Rams here, they need a big set. Well, you're never quite sure what you're going to get when a team has just been relegated. When it comes to strength of character and pride, the Dewsbury Rams can't be faulted tonight. They've turned up. They love to put one over Batley before they depart for League One. Batley will need a win here. If they don't get a win here, they've got Bradford next week, and the kick from deep, that's a good kick as well. That's going to dissect the fullback and the winger. If it stops, and it will stop, what a kick that is. Well, that's just bought them some land. Now can they make the tackle? Hooley's got nowhere to go. That's a great kick and a great chase.
Yeah, and Butterworth makes a tackle as well. He kicks it from dummy half and then chases his own kick along with Ryder, makes a tackle. It's a great play.
Halifax guaranteed to be at home in the playoffs. Barrow, Batley and York are fighting for that other home playoff spot in the first weekend of the playoffs. Of all the action from the playoffs live on Premier Sports, the culmination, the grand final, but who will be in it? We'll find out over the next month for sure. Next week, Widnes against Halifax, live on Premier Sports 2, Monday, September the 5th. As Batley come forward again, they trail by 4 points. They're up to the 40, last one. Meadows has gone high. Hooley went down. This is a terrible kick to catch. And it's not caught on this occasion. And even McGowan, oh, now he's come down holding his calf.
I think he's got cramp.
I'm hoping he's got cramp. But there could be trouble here as Campbell away on the far side. Well, that's the first error. That was an awful kick to catch. It was a great kick. And the Bulldogs now are knocking on the door. Can they level it up? Manning going forward. Dewsbury wobbling at the moment. Manning's got all the way, but the referee's called held, I think, and will make him go back and play the ball. The Bulldogs within striking distance here. Meadows now, bodies out the back, gets it to Hooley. Here's Morton. There's his second of the night, and we're all level. Dewsbury 20, Batley 20. The Bulldogs going through the hands, and Morton is at the double. It's another try for him, 18 for the season. It might be the one that nudges the Bulldogs in front.
And it's really smart play. We can't really have too much of a go at the fullback, Aidan McGowan. It's the first one he's dropped tonight. He doesn't really look like he's going to get it. He heads it, doesn't he? And that gives the Batley Bulldogs a repeat set. Then we've just got some really good hands, hasn't we? Everybody in motion. The ball to Meadows, onto Hooley. Did really well to collect that. And they've attacked the centre of McGowan, who's put Ryder into fullback because he's struggling with cramp. It's really smart play from the Batley Bulldogs. They go level with the try from Dale Morton. He's 18 for the season. They've got a kick to make it a 2-point ball game in their favour, and they've never been in front in this game.
Yeah, they're just struggling at the moment.
Here's the kick. Here's the kick from the sideline. Tom Gilmore kicks it, and Batley are in front.
Sykes back on. It's been a costly sin binning, hasn't it?
You've still got to show more resilience, Paul, haven't you? When you're down, your back's against the wall, you've just got to come up with some bigger plays defensively.
Here's that kick again. Went low, didn't he?
Quality kick, isn't it?
Great strike.
It's one of your one-irons, Mark, isn't it? Off the tee, a stinger.
Yeah, it went about 50 yards, a bit like my one-iron. Sykes is back out there, but Dewsbury are behind.
Yeah, and on this edge is where Paul Sykes would be defending, isn't it? And there's no coincidence that Batley have set up left and come back to the right, and they've gone in front in this game for the first time.
This is an interesting kick, high over on the far side, but taken in. So we're hearing that Dale Ferguson has gone off for a head injury assessment, so he will not be back tonight, which is a blow to the Rams. We saw that blood coming out. Unless they are just getting him stitched up, it's not actually a head injury assessment. We'll find out about that one, but here they go again. Up the middle goes White. Tackled, Hooley at dummy half. Batley now threatening to break loose here. There's a ball carried forward by Collinson. He's gone well off the bench tonight. I think the Batley bench has certainly made an impact. Last one. Coming to this near side here now is Meadows. Meadows stabs the kick through. Picked up by McGowan. But Dewsbury penned on their own line. These are tough moments.
Yeah, this is what you want to see as a neutral. Game in the balance. Nice little kick through. McGowan there cleans up. Makes up for the mistake he made in the previous set. But this is definitely game on. This is what you want to watch as a neutral. Definitely.
25 away from the Dewsbury line. They trail by 2 points here. 12 minutes remaining, there or thereabouts. What have the Rams got up their sleeve? Are the Bulldogs going to make it 3 wins over the Rams this season? Here goes Davis. They wanted a high shot, and the referee's got one.
This is where Dewsbury really need to show some composure. They've not been composed in the second half at all. They've not got back to a last play. They've not rolled the ball in goal. They've not finished in the right areas. Yeah, it's coming to a tipping point in the game. They need to finish in the right areas in this set.
James Brown shakes his head. Dewsbury kick it into touch. 25 away. Greensmith has it. Taps it infield. Here goes Beckett. Beckett is tackled. 10 metres out, 20 metres out from the line. They get it away now. It's taken forward. And now they're moving it through the hands. McGowan is wrapped up 10 away by Meadows. Sykes in at dummy half, gets it away. It's taken forward by Robson Stevens, one of the Huddersfield loanees here at Dewsbury. 5 away. Reece Butterworth looking, just trying to find the gap. He'll come back to Sykes. Sykes thought about the ball over the top. Can't get it away. Walshaw clamps the ball. And Sykes falls to the ground. 2 tackles remaining. Cornwall infield. They'll carry it forward with Matthew. Matthew bumps off one. Can he reach out? He's trying to reach out. He's trying to get to the line. Don't think he got it down. Batley just about hold him out.
Yeah, held on, didn't he, Matthew? Straight over the top of a couple of players in the middle of the field and did really well to hold him up. He did really well to get over the try line as well.
He's had a good game. He runs with vigour every time he carries the ball. He's played real strong tonight.
Yeah, solo from Featherstone. Here's Butterworth. Oh, he needs to offload it. He needs to offload it, and he's got trapped.
It's a poor last play, isn't it? When you've got to find something, he's got to get the football to a kicker, hasn't he? Whether that's Sykes, whether it's Sweeting, but what he can't do is exactly what he did do and get caught with a football.
Well, they've got Batley down the right end of the field as far as Dewsbury are concerned. Can they squeeze them in and force an error here? Into the final 10 we go. Senior, the birthday boy, got a try earlier on. Johnny Campbell, that try-saving tackle.
Big play, big moment.
Could be the moment of the match. Here's Gledhill back out there. He's been industrious. Wants a penalty. He's not going to get one. He's told to get back to his feet. Brown gets it away. Riley back out there. He's trying to work his way forward. Tackle made. Last one. Surely they're going to go to the air again and test out the youngster at the back. They'll go high. No, they kick across the field. What's the bounce like? Knowles is there again. He's got a bit of a knack for that, hasn't he? Coming up with a kick.
He's a really smart back rower. He's played in the Championship a hell of a long time, and he just positions himself for them little chip kicks as a back rower, folds in behind, helping his full-back.
Dixon is tackled. Plays it. Go forward again. 25 out from their own line, Dewsbury. Still time, don't need to panic yet. It's only a 2-point ball game as they angle across to this near side. Walshaw's got through some work, hasn't he, tonight? Another shot from him, this time on Carr. They're working the short side with Ryder. Ryder up to the halfway line. It's been a tough set this for the Rams. They get to the halfway line. Can they get a good kick away? Sykes is going to go. Kick that with the outside of his boot. Hooley catches it on the full. And Hooley now will bring it forward up to the 30. Big collision. Well, the next mistake could be a costly one.
Yeah, they've managed Sykes' kicks a lot better this second half as Batley. They just ramped up a little bit. Their attitudes changed. They're running with more vigour, more purpose. They get into the back end of the sets. And we're in for a grandstand finish here.
We are. 2 points to lead. 7 to go. Bulldogs with White at dummy half again. Manning hard and straight. Runs it forward. Matthew and Davis make the tackle. Still got a couple left though here. And they're working it down the short side again. Tackle made. This is the last one. Gilmore is pointing, telling them where he's going to put the kick. And he's kicking across for Morton. Morton is beaten in the air. What a catch that was. Great work, Dixon it was. Brilliant.
Fantastic catch. Claimed the ball, and he's dropped a couple of them tonight. Made a few errors, but he's come up with a play then when it mattered the most.
Really decisive, wasn't he? 27 away from the Rams line. Now they're going the big pass out wide. Has Carr got anywhere to go? No is the answer. Batley defending quite narrow as now they're going for the kick down the touch line, and it's gone into touch but just the wrong side of the 20-metre line. Despite the best efforts of Butterworth, Hooley was quite adamant where that one went out.
Well, I think Hooley was in a really good position, wasn't he? And he had no option but to go short side with the kick, Butterworth. It's not a bad contact on the kick. It does just go out. I think Luke Hooley refereeing the game, or being the touch judge just for a second, wasn't he? Telling everybody where it went out, and he was definitely right with it.
Liam Finn looks on. Craig Lingard looks on.
Well, they've got to come up with some plays now, the Rams, haven't they? They've got to come up with some shape in their own end, because they're getting put in their own end by Batley. They're not making any errors coming out, Batley Bulldogs. So when the Rams do get it, they've got to get some shape and find the ball to an edge, because they're not going to go through the middle of this Batley defence.
20 points to 6 at the break has turned into 22-20, 16 unanswered Bulldogs points. Quite a few of them coming when Paul Sykes was in the sin bin. The ball now goes forward. The boys are getting their thinking caps on about player of the match, and there's a bit of a heated debate going on.
You don't have an argument, Mark, for either one of the players, the sets of players.
We'll get them in a moment, because here come the Bulldogs trying to win it. Tackle made on Glenhill. And he is wrapped up.
Yeah, 99 metres to go.
Yeah, on the last one.
This is where Dewsbury, for me, have got to get some shape.
Don't ask me, Leon. I don't get paid to make those decisions. Stop sitting on the fence.
I think it's still in the balance, this one. I'd like to leave it.
Like this gantry, it's still in the balance.
Absolutely.
25 away. You change your mind again, Leon? Has anyone got a dice? Ball coming out wide here with the Rams.
Or a dart.
Won't trust you with a dart, not on here anyway. Ball now coming forward with the Rams. Looking to move it now. They've got a bit of shape about them here. Sweeting gets it out wide. A juggle. Greensmith held on to it though. And he's tackled. 5 short of halfway. Ball swings back in field here. They're going to get it centre field. Oh, was that high? Was that high? Referee's not said anything. He said it's a knock on. Dewsbury have lost it. Well, I think it was Matthew underneath that collision. And Batley now are 3-4 minutes away from victory.
Yeah, with the player of the match, Mark, there's an argument for both sets of players. I think he's been sensational at the back. Aidan McGowan, Paul Sykes was really dominant first half, and then you've got Batley who have come back, and I think for me Dale Morton's been really good in that. Jimmy Meadows off the bench has been sensational, so we still might be just sitting on the fence for another minute or so.
There's only 3 minutes left.
Another minute or so.
One big play.
The producer's going crazy here.
Go on, Cookie, pick one.
Well, listen, for me, Jimmy Meadows coming off the bench has been really dominant for Batley, and has led the charge in what has been a comeback win if they do get that win. But there's a couple of players, as I said, with McGowan at the back, you've got Sykes. Lillycrop's been good off the bench too, so been a really difficult one for us, but we're going to go with Jimmy Meadows.
There you go. James Meadows is our player of the match. Apologies to the producer that it took us so long to come up with that one, and I love the way that Leon there publicly outed Cookie to make the decision. Spineless Price.
Usual fence sitter.
Here come the Bulldogs. Now the Rams are getting desperate. 2 minutes, 3 minutes plus a bit of added on time remaining. Batley will just want one more to wrap it up. There he is, our player of the match, James Meadows, former London Broncos, came on, and they're struggling, aren't they, at dummy half? They put Ben White at the 9, and Meadows came on in the halves, and he's made a big impact. As Walshaw carries, can he offload it? He's thinking about going for a 4-pointer himself. Last one, right on the line. They're going to swing it across the field now. Meadows with a kick. And it's Beckett who got it, and he stayed in the field of play. Well done to the big front rower. But what about that, Paul Cook?
Yeah,
Batley had just seen this game out there, squeezing the life out of Dewsbury.
He almost wrapped it up himself, didn't he, Jimmy Meadows, the player of the match? But really good from Beckett. But again, 99 metres to go, and if you can do that at the back end of the game, you give yourself every chance of winning.
Well, they're trying to move it now. They've got to an edge, and they get the ball away, but Dixon didn't back himself down the touchline. Maybe he had to go for broke there. 30 out from their own line. May get one more set, possibly. Not quite sure how much added on time there will be. But Dewsbury trail by 2. And Batley are still hoping for that home playoff match. They need to hang on. Beckett wrapped up on the last one. Is there one more big Paul Sykes kick to come? No, he's just going to chip it through, and it wasn't the right option. Senior was all over it. and Batley can almost taste the 2 points.
Shouldn't have been a Hail Mary, shouldn't it? Shouldn't have been them spiral bombs we've been seeing all night, which have been so difficult to handle. Everybody onside chase and put it in the air because it's a nothing kick, was it?
Should they have gone to Campbell spilled a couple
Yeah,
first
exactly
half.
that. Get it up in the air and see what comes of it, because they've not handled it very well on a really tough evening at the back in the back three for the Bulldogs.
Here is Johnny Campbell now towards the halfway line. He'll go back to it again. His tackle might just have won this match
Huge
for
moment.
Batley.
Huge moment, wasn't it?
Here is Meadows trying to go up the middle. Last one again. Dewsbury are in last chance saloon. They need to come up with a ball off this. Gilmore floats it. Invites the youngster to come and catch it. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. It's going to be shoveled dead. And that might just do it. That might just do it. It's going to be a goal line dropout. And the Rams' hopes are drifting away as we go into a little bit of added on time. They've got to go short here. They do go short, but not short enough. Batley get the ball back. And that might just do it.
That's it.
That might just do it. The Batley Bulldogs, inspired by that man, James Meadows, came off the bench, had a huge second half for Batley. Craig Lingard would have looked at this trip and wondered what was to come. Well, they didn't have it all their own way. Dewsbury led 20 points to 6 at the break after Sweeting, Butterworth and Sykes scored 3 tries. Dave Manning with a sole effort for the Bulldogs, but Senior on his birthday and a double for Dale Morton made sure that Batley got the victory. Disappointment for the Dewsbury Rams, who played their part. All the reaction to come here on Premier Sports, but Craig Lingard's side end a run of 3 successive defeats. Their hopes of a top 4 finish, well, they're still in their own hands, but they've got to go to Leigh. They play Bradford next week. It's not going to be easy for Batley. There's Liam Finn. Let's get down then to pitch side where Ross Fiddies is with our player.